Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Today we have a very unusual item, and this is probably, I think, the first phone ever to make it to my bench. No, not the first one ever, but the first one to make it to my channel. And I usually say that I don't really work on Apple products for various reasons. This one is iPhone 6. And story of this one, it's engraved because it belongs to my son now, but I used to use it as my first camera for recording intros. So my all the videos, the intros you would see were recorded on this phone. Now what happened to it, it exploded because the battery was not original. The Apple batteries, I've never seen Apple batteries doing that, the original batteries. Yeah, they would die, they would not charge or that kind of stuff, but I would never seen them actually bloated. It's only the replacement ones, because obviously Apple doesn't produce these, so these are the replacement batteries. They don't have Apple logo or anything like that on them, and I guess they make them a little lower quality nowadays, or I don't know, who knows where they come from. I even have a dedicated Apple pentalobe screwdriver for these screws. Let's put it in Subaru box, why not? There you go. And I don't remember if it opens up or, yeah, it opens up. There you go. And well, it's not that bad. And let's start the scope, why not? Let's see, it's been a while since I did anything to iPhone 6. This is awesome. Actually, iPhone 6 is the last usable phone from Apple. All the rest are crap. Meaning, on this phone, I can replace the screen, I can replace the battery, I can replace, probably not the home button, but that's rare to replace. And there's just no pairing on those parts. Modern iPhones, like my wife uses iPhone XR, was it? The 10 basically, right? And lately the battery is kind of crappy on it. It just dies very quickly. And she asked me, can you replace the battery? I mean, I can replace the battery, but you're gonna lose a lot of functionality from that phone if I replace the battery. On this one, on the other hand, I just replace the battery and that's it. You're done. The phone is like new for a few months, because those replacement batteries obviously are pretty crappy. Who would have thought? Back in the day, a long time ago, you remember those devices called iPods? The basically MP3 players from Apple. Oh my god, one screw is long, one short. Now I remember. Anyways, when they were kind of, new thing, it was pretty awesome thing. Okay, yeah, I must agree. But I didn't have one yet, right? I did have MP3 players. because they were pretty cheap, pretty available at that point already. But iPod came with a much bigger screen, this nice wheel, touch wheel, awesome device, but I didn't have one yet. And someone asked me whether, like, I want to connect it to my friend's computer, but I heard that if I do, then my iPod is going to be cleared and you won't be able to. Something like that. And I said, no, ridiculous. Of course not. It's a regular device with a flash storage where it stores the music, and that music makes it into the decoder, be it the hardware or software decoder, MP3, MPG, whatever. That in turn, makes it to the output stage. Output stage just outputs the music to the speaker. That's it, or the headphones. That's it. There's nothing more to the device. It's the notion that it would break or whatever when you connect it to other computer is ridiculous. No way. Common sense, right? I was wrong, of course, because I didn't account that Apple is a company that indeed would do something like that. And probably, probably saying that it's for your security, I would guess. So there was a software that you could use that would, because the device would show up as an external, external storage device. Yeah, it would, but you just lose half the functionality with the, a lack of playlists, and for like everything is just pretty much dumped, right? So when I was I don't remember, because when I was using this device, I remember I did use some other software, and I don't remember why. I think it's because I just changed the laptop that I was using, so I had to. Don't throw this in the trash. Recycle it. So yeah, I remember using some different software, and that way I lost the playlists and the whole, the way that it's arranged on the, what do you call it, on the device, right? So yeah, technically you could use the, oh come on, you could use the other software, not what was it called, iTunes, right? I hate these connectors. I always have, always will, because you have to cover the connector to connect it, so you can't see if you're aiming right, and these are pretty popular. But for some reason, I don't know, on the Surface Pro, all the connectors are like this, and initially it gave me a lot of problems, but once you get used to it, you just kind of know how to place it and how much force to put on it. But if you're not used to the connector, it's pretty hard. Now let's see, does it still work? How do you turn it on? Okay, we have Apple logo. just want to see the charge level. So somewhere here. It's taking its sweet time. Now, I do have this little thing, which I don't know how it works. And I gave it a test. It says that it's a universal activation board. BS. BS. It's nothing. It's just a regular charger discharger. Which can activate your battery, yeah. But okay, looks like it is working fine. Okay. Now let's put this thing back. And the short screw goes high, right? That's another thing. As I said, various reasons why I don't work on Apple products. One of them is that they always come with many kinds of screws. And if you put the wrong screw in the wrong place, you can break the device. It's like they're doing it on purpose, just to make our lives a little harder. On the other hand, if this was super easy, like it used to be, just pop the back cover of the phone and replace the battery, then our shops wouldn't need to exist. The whole fact that Apple does the anti-repair practices, that fact, those anti-repair practices, anti-independent repair shops practices, actually is the reason why independent repair shops exist in the first place. There. Okay, one last test. Because one letter was already in, and yay, that's the only thing that this phone uses. YouTube Kids. All right. There you go. Spooky Halloween pattern, whatever. Okay. So that was pretty ironic that, when I started my shop, I thought I would be doing a lot of Apple product repairs on the phones, because I started the shop in the mountains, in a ski town, tourist town. There's like millions of people going through that town every year, and you're probably partying pretty hard when you go there, I would imagine. And accidents happen. You spill alcohol on your phone or soda or whatever. You're on the ski slopes and you fall and you break your screen or something, and maybe you need a urgent repair. But how many phones in total? No, I didn't get a single. Well, I got a single phone, but from a friend of mine, iPhone 5. Was it S? That the only version that is iPhone 5 64-bit version. I think it was iPhone 5S. For a battery replacement, and 6, the last good phone from Apple. I recommend it. So this is what it takes to to replace the battery. Obviously, I didn't put the new adhesive, which probably I should have, but this is my son's phone, so it's not like customer job. Works perfectly. We could put the SIM card on it. I bought this one for about $30 on eBay, maybe even less than that, and it's not locked to any network. I do have another one over here, as you can see, that could serve me as parts donor, and it should even work, but it's probably battery is dead. But yeah, the camera on these phones, it doesn't look like much, right? Definitely doesn't look like much, but it works great, in my opinion. Much better than whatever you had back in the day, an equivalent phone, like some Samsungs or some Sony or whatever phones that were available back then. If you compared this one to any other phone, this had the best camera. It can also record slow motion. I don't remember, like 300 frames per second, something like that, or 600, a lot. And that's primarily what I was using this one for, recording slow motion footage, like working on injectors, like testing the injectors, how they spray. It's a great phone. I recommend this phone. You can use it still. All the software is still compatible with this one. I mean, as of today, I'm sure Apple is going to find a way to make these phones obsolete. Just as I mean, it's understandable that they kind of deprecated their 32-bit phones. Yeah, that makes sense. But I hear iPhone 5 is also at this point now obsolete and not supported. So yeah, eventually this one will also become unsupported and obsolete. But until then, it's a perfectly usable phone. Alrighty, that's what it takes to replace the battery, and the phone can work for another few years until, I don't know, until it dies, and then we're gonna fix it and use it some more. Alrighty, thank you fellas very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Happy Memorial Weekend.